Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Welcome to the show where we chat, argue, and wax poetic about the movies that we love, hate, or that are simply worth talking about. And in this case, the movies that aren't even out yet. I'm Mike, joined by AJ from Collider and Geek Vibes Nation, and of course, Leo from Geekly Goods. We're here to talk about the upcoming movies 2024. We did this last year with 2023, and thanks to some strikes and some delays, a lot of the movies we're talking about are also from 2023's list, but we'll breeze right through it. You don't need to hear us rant about Dune for 20 minutes again. But guys, Happy New Year. Thanks for joining me. AJ, I'm going to start with you. How you been, man? Welcome back.
I've been stressed with work, but I've been living my best life this weekend. No more overtime at Amazon, so that's good news for me. Yesterday was awesome. Watched like 4 or 5
Nice.
movies at the theater.
Okay.
And it was great. It was crazy.
Dude was living at the theater yesterday.
For real.
Yeah, that's my second home right
Oh man, that's amazing. Are you gonna tell us what you saw? Did you like? Was it all duds? Were they all great?
Oh no, they were all amazing movies.
What all did you see?
Boy and the Heron was great.
Boy and the Heron. You had to have seen Aquaman and Wonka, I would assume, probably.
I saw Aquaman too.
How was that?
that was okay. I'm not gonna say it was terrible, but it wasn't great either.
Look,
Godzilla -1.
2
Perfection.
thumbs up.
good movie.
Love that movie.
So good.
Through and through. Wonka was good. That's all I'll say on that one. It was good. Not great, but good. I'm with you on that one.
Y'all
Mike.
thought it was mid,
wasn't
huh?
that good, but it was
Mid cut.
Well,
it
as
was
somebody who
something.
does
It was
genuinely like musicals, probably way more than the two of you, the songs just weren't
Yeah,
memorable
I don't
to
like
me. So
musicals.
it's like, the performances
That's
were
fair.
fine. The story was a little flat. I think Chalamet and the cast, I think they did well in their roles, but right. But
The
from a
acting was good.
musical, I need the songs to hit, and when Pure Imagination is the only song that stands out, and that's from the original movie, it's kind of like, eh.
Yeah, I feel it. The music was okay, but it was
Yeah.
like fun and so colorful.
yeah, it was fun.
The chocolate and cheers were there, y'all.
It's a great Christmas movie.
Yeah,
It's a
it
great
is.
Christmas movie. It's not like an Oscar worthy type of movie, but it was a fun time. I would definitely go see it again.
Okay,
So
I'm waiting for
there's
streaming for
that.
that one.
Yeah, the same here. I might actually buy it on 4K once it releases as well, just to have it. And then Aquaman. What can I say about Aquaman? I'm just happy the DCU is over right now, and we're getting into the DC universe with James Gunn. Thank God, I'm so happy with that.
It's over.
But
Shameless plug.
It
We're
was
ranking
okay.
all the DC movies. That video's probably out by the time you're watching this one, so we'll see where Aquaman 2 falls on that list. Ain't looking good though. I'll tell you that
Near the
much.
bottom. It's near the bottom.
Uh-oh.
Oh man. Oh gosh. A lot of good movies came out in 2023. You listed a handful already that just in December alone were phenomenal. Leo.
Yeah, it's like all the great movies that came out like near the end of the year, and I
For
love
real,
that.
man.
I love that.
Yeah. It was a lot of
Ooh.
gaps because a lot of things moved around. I will say.
Yeah, there's
Like-
a lot of shifts, a lot of release dates pushed back. We're looking at 3 Sony Spider-Man movies next year because of this.
That's
Yeah,
3 too
they're
many, but we'll
rough.
get
I
into
honestly don't. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna watch them next year. That's all I want to say.
Come
I'm
on
over
now, you're not gonna
I'm
watch?
over it. I'm sorry.
He's not a Sydney
No.
Sweeney fan.
After what was it? Morbius? Yeah. After that one, I was
It's
like,
Morbid
I gave
time.
up on it.
Leo, proper introduction. Welcome back. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good, man. Hoping Morbius comes back and says it's Morbid time. That would make my life. But yeah, just getting adjusted to my new job and getting back into content creation. So it's been nice scooting back in. Just saw Aquaman, y'all. what was that, man? Like, listen, the more I think about Aquaman 2, the worse it gets, to be honest. That underwater Atlantis was so flat. It was flat, y'all. Like, I mean, remember the first film? I don't know where you guys rank the first Aquaman. I got it kind of like middle of the pack. I think it's actually a really enjoyable movie. Lost Kingdom, they lost me, bro.
It's like they gave up on it.
Yeah, it's like Black
kinda
Manta.
did,
The way
though.
they used him is, oh, they did. I mean, it feels like the effort.
I didn't like Black Manta in the first movie, to be honest.
He was underused in the first movie, and they did it again here, but in a weird way. I just thought it was weird, and I don't know, man. It's all over the place. The script is terrible. I can go on and on, but let's just say not the best DCU EU movie. I'm ready. Come on, Superman Legacy. Let's go.
We're going to be
feels
talking
like
about
it's taking
that
forever too.
in 2025, though. Unfortunately, like DC is taking like a mini break, a bye week, if you will.
Yeah.
But Sony's picking up the slack. Don't worry, we're gonna get plenty of trash coming 2024 from Sony, covering all the bases. But as we do, if you're new here, if you missed last year's video, what we do is we go month by month, talk about all the movies that are coming out, but we're going to highlight the ones that we think are worth discussing, whether they sound good, sound bad, if they're our most anticipated. We're just going to play it by ear, go month by month. We're going to start with January 5th, 2024. Our first major release is Night Swim. Leo, you said this was based off of a short film, correct? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so this is a short film of the same name made into a feature length.
Like it's sort of like Lights Out, where they had it as a short film, and then they came out as a feature film.
From the producers of Megan and The Nun, Night Swim is based off the acclaimed 2014 short film by Rod Blackhurst and Bryce McGuire. The film stars Wyatt Russell. You may know him from The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And he plays Ray Waller, a former Major League Baseball player forced into early retirement by a degenerative illness. It gets spooky. The trailer's probably playing in the B-roll footage for you right now. I'm interested. I'm not a big horror guy, but I think Night Swim has potential. I've heard good things about the short film, at least.
For me, I'm a huge horror fan. This is James Wan is producing this, which is awesome.
James Wan is free, thank God.
He is gone from DC, but we're not talking about that right now. Night Swim. I'm looking at the trailer right now for Night Swim, and it actually looks pretty good. I like how it keeps this horror mystery aspect to it, which looks really, really fun and really, really cool to watch. It, like I said before, it gives me this vibes of Lights Out a little bit. It's not exactly like Lights Out, different premise and all of that, but the vibes of Lights Out is there, which has me very excited. I'm not sure who the director is from this one. I haven't seen any of his films.
For Night Swim,
Bryce McGuire. Yeah, I haven't seen any of his films, so I'm excited to see what he's got. This movie might be the one film that I might see to him and watch more of his stuff. So I hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's good.
He doesn't have a particularly large filmography, but a lot of directors kind of get their start in horror, so that makes sense. So good luck to him. Hopefully this works. Leo, are you interested in Night Swim at all?
I wish I was a little more excited because it's got the people from Megan, James Wan, of course. I mean, there's hands all over this, man. This looks awesome. I don't know, though. Something about the premise is just not pulling me in, y'all.
It's Blumhouse, though.
Again, you guys are bigger horror fans than me, so you know more than I would. But it just seems like a very basic premise.
It does, and
it doesn't grab me.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of these horror movies have a basic premise, which is good. Like I said before, Lights Out.
Yeah, sometimes the most basic ones end up being
huge hit.
Like I really like Talk to Me, and that was pretty
one
basic.
of the best horror movies.
But I will say Carrie Condon's in it. y'all said Riot Russell's in it as well, right? Yep.
Yep.
So okay, we got a decent cast here. I don't know though. I'm not that excited just from the trailer.
Well, luckily that same week we get The Beekeeper, which is a David Ayer production starring Jason Statham. In The Beekeeper, one man's brutal campaign for vengeance takes on national stakes after he is revealed to be a former operative of a powerful clandestine organization known as Beekeepers. It's a January Jason Statham action movie from David Ayer. I sure. Any thoughts?
Like you said, it's just a typical Jason Statham type of movie, which I'm all in for because I love Jason Statham. So that's me. David Ayer is a great director. Hopefully the action is there. Hopefully it's not one of those type of action movies where it's like cut, 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 and stuff like that. So hopefully we actually get some good editing within this movie. That's all I can hope for because I already know the story is going to be not good. I'm looking at the trailer right now, and this does not look good at all. So I'm just hoping the action is there, so I can just have a fun time with
Man
this movie.
said,
That's
ain't
all I have
looking
to say.
good, Chief. We'll see how it goes.
You know, you mentioned David Ayer, and I just think of Tax Collector, Bright. Oh, of course, the I'm sorry, Suicide Squad.
Suicide
I don't want to see that cut.
2016.
I want to see that damn Ayer cut. This looks fun. I mean, it just looks like a casual Jason Statham January movie. Cool. Like, okay. Nothing to be like out of your seat for, but it could be cool. I'm reading this log line that says John Wick with bees and Jason Statham. I'm like, look, now let's not try. Let's not try to say that's gonna be John Wick level. I don't know about that, but I will say Statham
That's a lot to live
action,
up to right there.
match made in heaven. I'll be there. We'll see though. Ain't nobody saying this is gonna be the next John Wick. No. I can't say.
It might be. You
It's
never
not.
know. You
It's
never
not.
know.
It's not. Coming out in January, though, we do have a release I'm interested in. January 12th, we have The Book of Clarence. A down on his luck man struggles to find a better life for his family while fighting to free himself of debt. Captivated by the power and glory of the rising Messiah, he risks everything to carve out his own path to a divine life, ultimately discovering that the redemptive power of belief may be his only way out. This is a biblical epic-esque type of movie.
Yeah, Tiana Taylor, Benedict Cumberbatch, James McAvoy, David. I can't not pronounce his name. I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna try to.
Lakeith Stanfield, of course, in the lead, but I think you're talking about David Oyelowo, I believe.
Yes.
Great actor. Great cast.
Fantastic actor.
Seems really interesting. I think out of the January releases, it's the most intriguing. Leo, did you have any thoughts on The Book of Clarence? Let me see who's directing this, by the way.
James Samuel is directing, and he did The Harder They Fall, which is really, really good. Yeah, you know, Book of Clarence looks awesome. It's not as religious as it lets on. I was reading that in the article. It's not extremely tied to religion, which I like because that'll make it more universal. But I mean, Lakeith Stanfield, that guy's man. I love seeing him in any movie, man. Like I said, James Samuel directing, great director. Like really blends multiple styles to tell a really good story. Alfred Woodard's in
he
it.
and Lakeith are reuniting from The Harder They Fall.
Yeah,
right?
same with RJ Seiler, who's also in the movie. But yeah, I'm excited, man. Like, listen, David Oyelowo, I'm hyped, man. I can't wait.
Yeah, I like the look of this movie. Leo, you were just talking about that is not very religious, it's not very biblical. The way they're marketing this seems otherwise, which I think it's not a good play for them. But right now in the January list, this by far seems like the best movie in January right now. So I'm excited for it. I'm excited for this cast. James McAvoy, amazing. Lakeith Steinfeld, amazing. So for me, I'm definitely going to see this day one.
It comes out the same day as this banger, though. Mean Girls, the remake, the musical, whatever it is. I don't know. Like the marketing tries to act like it's not a musical. I think they're trying to hide that fact for some reason. From the brilliant mind of Tina Fey, though, this reimagining takes the Mean Girl story we all know and love, gives it a musical spin based on the Broadway production, I think, of Mean Girls, if I'm not mistaken. Any Mean Girls fans in the house?
Nope.
Will?
Hold on. Hang on, fellas. One of us is a Mean Girls fan here. Nah, it ain't you
Hell,
two.
two of us are Mean Girls fans.
Two of y'all.
Yeah, make that two.
Oh, yeah.
Make that two. I love me some Mean Girls. Don't y'all start. You go bring Coco, because I love that movie.
But it's a musical, though.
That's fine.
Musical,
At this point, I done been through Wonka, Color Purple, had a great time in both. I'm down.
The way he phrased it, like I've been through the war, man, through the trenches. I'm tough to
My
musical.
man said I'm numb to it.
I'm excited for this adaptation. I guess it's one of those things where I don't need a Mean Girls reboot, but if it's a musical, so that makes it different. I'm interested. We'll see how it goes. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, this is a huge no for me. This is going to be a skip for me. This could have been like a High School Musical streaming service type of deal right here. I'm good without a theatrical release for this one, but to each his own. If y'all excited, I'm happy for y'all.
January 19th, we have two movies, 1992 and ISS.
ISS seems okay. That was one at the Denver Film Festival that I actually could not get into, funny enough. And Ariana DeBose is in that one, about like a space crew that gets caught up in space, and it looks like it has some interesting sound design, and maybe it takes a slight horror angle to it, and I'm down for that, man. But DeBose, isn't she in? Oh yeah, she's in Kraven the Hunter.
Oh, Ari, I'm so sorry.
Right. Oh man, she's in a bunch of stuff. But man, whew, that one gonna be rough.
We could do so much better than Kraven. Come on
now.
The struggle.
February 2nd, we have Argyle. It's the Henry Cavill Dua Lipa vehicle coming up to us from Apple TV Plus, which is gonna get a theatrical release because that's how much they're banking on Dua Lipa to get butts in seats.
It'll get me in the seat.
I know, right? I'm there day one. From the twisted mind of Matthew Vaughn, again, Kingsman franchise, kick-ass, comes Argyle, a razor-witted, reality-bending, globe-encircling spy thriller. Henry Cavill in spy movies, perfect. They're all great. Man from U.N.C.L.E., good movie. Mission Impossible, great movie. Will this complete the Henry Cavill espionage trilogy?
Not the espionage.
He's been a spy more than he's been Superman. Don't at me.
My goodness.
Oh my god, for real though. Yeah, Dua Lipa. Yeah, she'll get me to anything. I'll just say that. Henry Cavill. Yes, he's been great as a spy. He's great as basically everything, and I don't even think his Superman's bad. I just think the movie itself is not the best. But man, this is gonna be good, it looks like. I mean, it looks stylish. I like Matthew Vaughn a lot. Want to see him do some more. I want to see him do MCU if possible at some point. But yeah, this looks good, man, to me.
This is when the sports rivalry between me and Leo comes out, because you're saying MCU, I'm saying DCU because I'm Team DC. Go over there, go make the Nightwing movie or whatever. I don't care. But yeah, this looks fun. I'm excited for Argyle. I think that to me is the first like big movie of the year, because it does have that like all-star talent of Henry Cavill and Dua Lipa. No disrespect to the other actors, Lakeith Stanfield, fantastic actor, but like that box office draw of a Henry Cavill, I think will be. No, I'm talking about like Book of Clarence.
Oh yeah.
All the movies leading up to Argyle. Next movie is It Ends With Us. That comes out February 9th. Movie after that, though, is Bob Marley, One Love, coming out on February
Whoa,
14th.
whoa, yeah.
AJ, I think you have some thoughts on this Bob Marley biopic, so go ahead.
Yeah. So I saw this trailer like a while back. I forgot what movie I was watching, but this trailer came out, and I was like, yes. Kingsley, the actor, everybody knows him in the Marvel. I can't remember what the Marvel show was.
Secret
Kingsley
Invasion.
Ben-Adir was in Secret.
Secret,
He was also in.
that's why I can't remember, because it was
So
in that
bad.
He was
bad
also
one.
in One Night in Miami, a much better movie,
Much
better
better.
story. Let's go with that.
Yes. He is fantastic. He looks good as Bob Marley. I'm so excited for this movie. That trailer just got me all into my feels, and I was like, yes. And Lashana Lynch is in here as well. Done. Day one right here. Maybe two. I might watch it twice in the same day. I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
It
but
looks legitimately great.
It looks amazing.
I don't have to read the synopsis. You guys know it's a Bob Marley biopic. You know,
yeah.
it looks great. Like you were saying, the cast is fantastic. I love the vibes that we're going for in that trailer. If you're watching on YouTube, you're probably seeing some of that B-roll now. If you're an audio listener, that's why you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Sorry, your ears can't see what's going on with this trailer. Leo, we know that biopics can be hit or miss. We've got some great ones, some very poor ones of the last recent years of musicians. How are you feeling about this one? Do you think this one's gonna hit?
Yeah, it looks like this one could potentially hit, guys, because Kingsley Ben-Adir is very talented. I mean, he knows how to seriously bring a lot of attention to the characters and bring some great energy to his castings. I mean, he was fantastic as Malcolm X in One Night in Miami. Just brings so much gravity to the roles that he's in, and this just looks transformational. I wonder why it didn't come out earlier. They didn't want to compete in the Oscar stuff? What happened? I mean, I figure they could have came out in November or something, tried to be in the race. Did they shy? They got gun shy, I guess? Go ahead.
I think the competition is probably just really tough.
Yeah.
For the categories that would get nominated this year. So they might be a little bit better off.
But yeah, it looks great.
That music
guys.
category stacked if they go that route.
Yeah,
I am a little disappointed that it's a February release. I would have liked it, like what you were saying, Leo, if it was like November 2023. But now I really wish that it's like it was mid 2024 instead of early, because I feel like this is gonna get lost.
I agree.
Within the film stuff now, because it's early 2024. And we have so many other movies that's coming out that's going to be really, really great. And I don't want this movie to be lost in the shuffle.
Well, there's an interesting movie coming out on the same day. Oh, boy.
Let's rip off the Band-Aid. Same day, February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Sony's giving us Madam Web. I'm there day one. It looks awful. I can't wait. It's peak superhero garbage. That's what this movie looks like. Anybody else excited for Madam Web? Even if it's ironically excited for Madam Web.
Excited? That's quite the word.
That's a choice.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna say excited. I guess I'll be there. That's how I feel. It feels like maybe it's trying to take itself too seriously. I feel like don't take it so seriously. You know, just make this a goofy Venom type of movie. But this and Kraven the Hunter and even Morbius seem to try to take themselves too seriously. Make this shit goofy at this point. Just make it some goofball shit, guys. Just like Venom. At least then we'll be entertained.
Do you think that, I thought the trailer was kind of going for that ironic type of deadpan humor with it all? Do you think they were taking themselves seriously?
I don't know. I thought they were. maybe not, but
Oh no.
I don't know. It just looks dated too. The look of the film, the visuals. It just looks
It
like
looks like
an early
it's a movie
2000s.
coming out in 2000 and yeah, it looks like it's coming out in 2006, like right before Spider-Man 3. That's what this movie looks like.
Yeah. But
It's like a piss poor version of Happy Death Day, and I don't want that.
well, with the cast though, I'll be pulling up for that cast now. No. I can't front
Sydney
here.
Sweeney,
That cast.
Isabella Merced, Dakota Johnson, Emma Roberts.
Yep, I'll be there.
Yeah.
The writers.
The costumes look cool. That's all I can say. The costume looks cool.
They I guess.
What costume? Who's?
That one shot
Oh.
of Sydney Sweeney in the mask for like 0.2 seconds in the trailer, I guess.
Bro, swinging through.
We got all three of them in their costumes within that
Yeah,
trailer.
there's the other Spider-Woman's in there as well. And then I don't think Madam Web, did we see hers?
I don't think we did. I think they're saving that. That's gonna be the big reveal.
It's gonna be the cloak
where
with the fucking sunglasses. Who cares?
Nah, I need them to get like the full like bandana over the eyes and the spider chair thing, and like you gotta commit.
That's a different.
I
that's a
don't care.
different
They're
version.
Sony. They're not gonna realize that. They gotta commit.
Well,
They're giving us a
fair
Craven the
enough.
Hunter who don't hunt. We'll talk about that
Oh
later.
my god.
Oh, what a great year for movies, guys. Such a great start. What about Love
They need
and Lights Out comes out that same day. So you're going to have a lot of films to choose from on Valentine's Day. Drive Away Dolls comes out February 23rd. That looks interesting. You guys have any thoughts on that movie? It's starring Pedro Pascal. Everybody loves Pedro, right?
That's good. I didn't even hear about this movie, but now that you said that Pedro's in it, I'm in it too as well.
This comedy caper follows Jamie, an uninhibited, free spirit bemoaning yet another breakup with a girlfriend, and her demure friend Miriam, who desperately needs to loosen up. In search of a fresh start, the two embark on an impromptu road trip to Tallahassee, but things quickly go awry when they cross paths with a group of inept criminals along the way.
Why not? I mean, it's got Pedro Pascal, Coleman Domingo's in it, Margaret Qualley. Also, I like what's her name? Beanie Feldstein. I think she's pretty funny. I like Booksmart. It could be a nice break.
No, Booksmart was really good. Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Beanie.
yeah,
Yes,
she's
yes.
funny. So listen, this can be fun.
Matt Damon is in this? Come on, y'all. Let's go. This cast
That's
is
so
deceptively stacked when you look at it.
Bro.
I'm here for Drive Away Dolls. I saw the trailer. It looks pretty cool.
I'm sold. I didn't even hear about this
Me
until
neither.
now, and I'm sold. I like it.
Ordinary Angels comes out that same day to round out February. Going into March, we got the big one. And this is when you start to see the shifts in the schedule and like movies getting delayed from 2023. We are going to get to a point where there's too many big movies stacked on top of each other. The first one being Dune, Part 2, March 1st. We talked about this at length numerous times. I'm excited. I'll have to get into it. It looks great. Any thoughts on Dune before we move on?
It's going to be the biggest movie of the year. That's all I got to say.
We're light on CBMs
Not
this
box
year.
office wise. Let me rephrase. Not box office
Okay.
wise.
Well,
More on the fan base type of thing, critical type of thing. I think it's going to be the best reviewed movie of 2024.
We'll debate that in a second. There's a movie that comes out this exact same month.
I don't know about all that. Dune 2 looks amazing. It looks like it's just got a lot more excitement than the first one. It looks like there's just a lot more action happening in this one. I'm excited, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
The first one I really, really enjoyed. This one looks like it's just going to dial up all the intensity. It looks like it's going to present a lot of themes of morality. I'm picking up on a like Paul Atreides, are you a hero or a villain vibe. I'm down for this, man.
Aaron Yeager.
Go for it. What'd you say?
It looks great. I said Aaron Yeager.
For real.
No, Dune is a great book. I'm excited to see Denny finish out that first book because remember this, he cut the book in half, and so we finally get to see the ending
Yeah.
of that story and that entire arc for Paul Atreides. I love that Zendaya's role seems to be a lot more prominent. Chani,
Thank
so
goodness.
I'm hyped. Austin Butler looks crazy. This is gonna be fun.
God, doesn't he look like a psycho in this role? The no eyebrows
Right?
look.
Yep.
Man,
Yep.
this guy's
Straight from
quite an
Mad Max.
actor, huh? He's an actor. That I like that Elvis man.
Mhm.
Didn't like Tom Hanks in it, but I liked him.
The scenes with him give me straight up Gladiator vibes, and I love that.
Oh, we're gonna have major Gladiator vibes later on in this episode. Coming out the same day, actually, Dune's gonna be huge, but will it be enough to stop the Fall Guy? Ryan Gosling. Yeah, see, Barbie reference. We welcome everybody. Ryan Gosling stars in the Universal Pictures movie. He's a stuntman, and like everyone in the stunt community, he gets blown up, shot, crashed, thrown through windows, and dropped from the highest of heights, all for our entertainment. And now, fresh off an almost career ending accident, this working class hero has to track down a missing movie star, solve a conspiracy, and try to win back the love of his life while still doing his day job. What could possibly go right? The Fall Guy is from director David Leitch. He also did Bullet Train. He was a stuntman on Bullet Train, Deadpool 2, Atomic Blonde, Fast and Furious, Hobbs and Shaw, and a producer of John
Man
Wick.
is crazy. Man is crazy.
I'm excited for this movie. Will this beat Dune at the box office? No, but I think it's going to be a great movie.
I don't know. I don't know about that. Just the premise alone, I think more people will want to see something that bombastic more so than Doom. I just get this feeling that the
What?
Fall Guy will beat. I would say week one, the Fall Guy will beat out Doom, but overall, I think Doom will win. That's
AJ
why I
one
was-
minute talking about, oh, Doom gonna be the biggest thing of the year. The next minute, the Fall Guy.
I'm
no,
glad you
hold
called him out
on,
on that.
Leo. Hold on. I
Didn't
didn't say
make it through
box
the
office
weekend.
wise. I didn't say box office wise. Okay. No.
Listen, dude.
I meant critically and fan base wise. I think Dune is going to be the biggest thing. Okay. I didn't
Future
say
Mike,
box
clip
office.
this and save it for opening weekend, March 1st. We'll see what happens.
Yeah,
Yes,
because you know
do
what?
it,
I
do
don't know
it,
if
do
I.
it.
I don't know because well, Fall Guy first off sounds really interesting. It's based off a TV show. Never seen the show, but it sounds interesting. Sounds like it could be a lot of fun. I don't know if it'll beat Dune or not. Mark my words. I think it's actually gonna fall back and maybe fall
Yeah,
next week or two.
this is what I mean
Mm.
by it being too stacked because there's no reason this movie should be coming out the same week as Dune.
No,
Because
no reason at all.
I feel like they hit a similar demographic. Like at
Right.
least, you know, you have counter programming with like The Color Purple and Aquaman, right? But action star Ryan Gosling and action movie starring Timothy Chalamet. Like I know one is super sci-fi and the other one is like you said based on a TV show, but they're catering to the same type of audience. So I think it's definitely going to have to move at some point.
Move where though?
That's where it gets a little scary. Because
Okay, let's say this: the Fall Guy should move to January. Ain't that much in January. That's all I gotta say right now. So if y'all could push that, like what, 2 months right there, I'll be happy.
months is a long
I'll be
time when it comes to post-production though on movies.
I'll be happy.
For Gosling's sake, hopefully it moves somewhere to avoid Dune Part 2. Following week, it's a little bit light. We have Imaginary March 8th and Rayman's big movie. Again, I think films are just trying to avoid the onslaught of Dune Part 2. March 29th, though, we have Mickey 17. That is a Bong Joon-ho production starring Robert Pattinson.
The GOAT.
That's enough for me to be excited about this movie. We still don't have a ton of information. They're keeping it very close to the vest. But those words alone are enough to get me excited.
We did get a motion. I think it was like a motion poster type of thing.
Yeah,
it was a while back, which was, you don't really get much from it, but
it's like 30
I can't
seconds.
help
It's
this.
again playing on the screen for
Yeah.
the YouTube folks. It's just the camera panning around Robert Pattinson.
And it's because Bong Joon-ho is in it as a director as well, which is, if you haven't seen Snowpiercer, Parasite, Okja, which is my favorite movie from him, just saying, that might be a little.
Is
hot
this his
take for
first movie
somebody.
since Parasite?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, this is a big deal.
2019.
Okja is your favorite?
So Parasite's my first one.
Snowpiercer is not even in my top 5.
Come on, bro.
But I loved it.
It ain't in your top 5 of his.
It's not.
You don't call it, what you got, the host over Parasite?
I do have the host on there. I
mean, that's not a bad movie on there.
I got the host, I got Mother, I got Okja, and Parasite.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yep.
I thought you were gonna not include Parasite, and then you rounded off with Snowpiercer.
Oh no! Parasite is definitely on that list. Yes.
Parasite could be an acquired taste for some, I will say. But it's a great movie. It's fantastic.
I was gonna say, are you including yourself there, or
no? I love that movie. Peak cinema right there, my friend. But all of that to say, while we don't know a ton of information about Mickey 17, Pattinson's a great actor. Bong Joon-ho is one of the best directors working today. This is the movie. This is the movie when AJ's like, Dune's gonna be the most like critically praised movie of the year. I'm like, I don't know. Bong Joon-ho's like 2 weeks after that. We'll see how that goes for them.
Is that gonna be a box office smash?
Like I said, it's a tough year. It's a tough year, but I still think Dune is still going to beat it out. It's a tough year.
Will it be box office, Mickey? No, probably not. But will it get 100% on Rotten Tomatoes? Maybe.
It ain't a Disney, Mickey.
Let's actually make a prediction on this for Rotten Tomatoes. I'm going to give Dune Part 2 a 97. And I'm going to give Mickey a 94.
What was Dune Part 1? Dune Part 1 was an 83. So I don't think it goes past.
I'm thinking 89 with Dune Part 2. I was like 88, 89.
All right, we're going to save this. I think it's going to go up because more people are going to be more interested with Dune Part 2.
I don't know, family.
Because it'll have more.
Okay, you saying all this.
We'll get it. We'll
but
see.
You said earlier, the Fall Guy might bring in more people.
Well, I said box office, Leo. You're not paying attention to my words right now.
So
he was talking box office
or not. I'm lost.
At the box office?
Yeah, y'all think it's gonna be
Is that the question?
Box office?
I think so. Will it make $1 billion? No.
How much did Part 1 make?
Well, it came out on HBO Max.
It was on. I know for sure it was under 500.
Dune 1 came out.
The first one made $402 million, and it did come on HBO Max, like practically same.
And everybody loved it.
So
that's not
okay.
bad.
Box office wise, I'll probably give it to like around 700, 650 to 700.
I think that's fair. I don't think it hits like $1 billion or anything, but I think it's going to.
No, it definitely won't. It definitely won't.
So yeah, I think Rotten Tomatoes wise, if we're doing predictions, I think Dune is like 85%. That feels right.
Yeah,
a little bit better than the first one, but I don't think heavy sci-fi is gonna hit 90s.
Nope.
I don't know, man.
AJ,
critics be fickle that way.
Game over here.
I don't know, man. I feel like it's gonna be big. I feel like it's gonna be big.
Speaking of big, March, we thought it couldn't get any bigger, but the last 2 movies of the month, March 29th, we have Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire, and Kung Fu
Snore.
Panda 4. I'm lumping these together. They're sequels.
I like the poster for Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. That was a pretty cool poster.
I thought the
I
trailer
must
was
say.
okay.
But the movie in general, I'm not that excited for. So this might be like a week 2 to week 3 type of deal. Like you said, March is already stacked, so I'm in no rush to watch Ghostbusters. But Kung Fu Panda, that's day
Day
one.
brother.
Kung Fu Panda is day 1 for me. Can't wait. Kung Fu Panda is arguably one of the best trilogies right now. It could be one of the best quadrilogies right now. Just I'll put that out there. So Kung Fu Panda 4 over Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
Kung Fu Panda is an interesting case because the original creator, like team behind Kung Fu Panda 1 is not behind this, but the new gen folks at DreamWorks are phenomenal. Just look at what we just got with Puss in Boots. So it's like, on one hand, with something like on the gaming side, we talk about like Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, right? Where the people at Rocksteady making that game aren't the ones who made the Arkham games, and that makes me a little afraid. With Kung Fu Panda, I'm kind of excited to see what this new group of people, this new blood at that studio, what they bring to that franchise, which is already great, and the reverence they have for the property of like, hey, Poe's getting older. He's going to have to pass this mantle on. But in doing so, he's going to have to confront every challenge he's ever faced up until this point. And that, to me, is very interesting.
Barely any Furious 5, though. I want some more Furious 5. It seemed like the trailer barely had him.
It's only the first trailer.
That's true.
It's only the first teaser.
It is only the first trailer.
You got this.
Friend of the show, Nate Richards, spoke to the directors of the movie, and the Furious 5 are in it. They're not major roles, though.
Yep.
Just to put that out there, because Poe is traveling out. Yeah.
Man, I want my Furious 5, man. Come on, man. We gotta have Monkey in the movie, bro.
That hurt me too.
Tiger, we gotta have all the people.
I need my Angelina Jolie. I need my Angelina Jolie.
I need my Angelina. Yeah.
Shout out to Mantis.
The animation style, of course, is great as well. I mean, okay. Awkwafina is everywhere, bro. I think there's more voice actresses. Not that this is a problem. I'm just like, dang, she's in.
It's a little bit of a problem. Like, no offense to Awkwafina. I don't think she's a bad actress.
No.
But I also don't think she's good enough to get a million roles. Like, what does she do to get this many roles in this many projects?
She was a seagull in Little Mermaid. She's in the Duck movie, Migration.
She's in The Bad Guys. She was just in that, for DreamWorks too.
What else? Sisu and Raya in The Last Dragon.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
she's been all over the place.
So many.
And she has been in a lot of animated roles.
And she's not bad, but it's like, why Awkwafina?
It's like, probably just the unique sounding of the voice, I guess.
But once she's in so many roles, it's no longer unique, Mm-hmm. That's kind of the thing of like, all right, it's Awkwafina again. But I don't know, man. I'm excited though for Kung Fu Panda 4, but absolutely. I will miss the Furious 5 because if this is the final movie in that franchise, it does kind of suck that they're not, important roles.
The Frozen Empire you're talking about, or Kung Fu Panda?
Kung Fu Panda.
Oh, yeah. Ghostbusters looks like it could be kind of fun, though. I mean, feels like this series though just getting drug out, don't it? It's been through the original 3, then they did a reboot, and then another reboot. About time to wrap this up, ain't it?
Sir, this should have been wrapped up in the 80s, but that's besides the point. We're here with a million Ghostbusters movies. I accidentally skipped Arthur the King coming out March 22nd. If anybody had thoughts on that, this is the time to do it. Otherwise, we are moving on to April.
Move on to
April it is. The First Omen comes out April 5th. Cool. The week after that, though, is Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire. April 12th. We just had Godzilla -1, AJ. You were talking about that earlier. So I'm going to toss it over to you right quick. How do you feel about another Godzilla X Kong, especially coming off of -1? I did a very different take compared to what this monster universe is doing with Godzilla. All right, did that lessen your excitement? Did that make you appreciate this version more? You know?
Personally, not really. I'm excited for Godzilla X Kong, but I know that it's not gonna hold up to -1 at all. So I'm not even gonna compare the two.
That's fair.
At this point, we already have a Godzilla slash Kong slash Kaiju type universe that's Americanized. So that's something. It's something totally different from Japan and all of that. So there's that. I like the whole type of Batman v Superman type of deal we're having with Godzilla and Kong with this movie and the last movie that we just had.
Yeah.
So I'm all for it. It's just something I'm into. It's like a comic book type of thing with Godzilla right now. So I'm in for it. Is it going to be amazing? Absolutely not. Am I going to have fun? Most definitely. So April 12th, I'm there day one.
The first true like popcorn flick, I think, when it comes to blockbuster movies of 2024. Leo, you're big.
Second after Kung Fu Panda, but
yeah, maybe. Leo, are you a big kaiju fan? Are you excited for this one?
Oh, I'm a huge kaiju fan. I used to watch the old VHS tapes back in the day. I love kaiju movies a lot. We are in an era, a renaissance, if you will, of kaiju movies. We had the Skull Island anime series. We also got Monarch this year and Godzilla -1. And now we're getting that Godzilla X Kong.
Monarch was really good, by the way.
This looks great. I'm gonna be honest with the AJ. I got to disagree. I think I'm really gonna love this one, and I just think this is like apples to oranges.
Wait, hold on.
I thought you said it wasn't.
We agree on that.
It wasn't gonna be amazing, but Godzilla X Kong.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't think.
Yeah. For me, I think so. Just because I can't compare it to Godzilla -1 either, because it's like apples to oranges. This is like the beat 'em up. MCU style team up, beat up monster universe versus like Godzilla -1.
It's the smashing the action figures together.
Yeah, it's the popcorn movie, right? So I'm excited for this. The visuals look awesome. Godzilla's in his Barbie era with the pink. I'm excited as hell to see him and Kong taking on a common threat together. That'll be super cool. Like, I like that this universe can just be like the beat 'em up universe. Like, we just get to see Godzilla just beat down other monsters and stuff. Awesome. Let's keep it at that. Please, no, don't try to do Godzilla -1 over here. Y'all can't do that.
Yeah, no.
We saw what happened in '98. What a mess.
That's fair. I do think there's a beauty in the fact that we can have multiple versions of Godzilla exist at the same time. I think that's the cool thing about storytelling and like having these IP be shared around by different studios. It's like you can have one that's very deep and thought provoking, and then you're like, nah, I just want to see them kill Mecha Godzilla because that's cool. Why not? I think this is gonna. I hope this is fun. That's my thing. I didn't enjoy Godzilla versus Kong, but I did love the two Godzilla movies, and I did love Kong Skull Island. So I'm hoping it.
You didn't like Godzilla versus Kong?
No, not really.
Oh man.
Yeah, it just wasn't enough for me. But I liked all the other movies in the franchise, so maybe that was just a slip up. I'm not gonna hold that against them. I think the trailer for this one looks really cool. A couple weeks later, April 26th, we have Challengers and Civil War. One is a Zendaya movie about a tennis player and her boyfriend becoming a tennis player in a love triangle with her ex-boyfriend. It's a Zendaya drama. It sounds interesting. I'm here for it. But then we have Civil War. This is the Kirsten Dunst movie. I'm pretty sure her husband is in this movie as well, right?
Yep, Jesse Plemons is in it.
Jesse Plemons, Nick Offerman's in it too, right?
Yep, he's the president.
Yep.
The trailers for both have probably been playing for a little bit now. I think this is going to be a fun weekend. These are two very different movies, but I think I'm interested in both of them nonetheless. Civil War, I think, is going to be it's going to be interesting to see how the public receives that one. War movies right now can go either way. Dystopian futures also can go either way after the pandemic. Like, some audiences really don't like those right now, so I think it'll be interesting to see like audience and critical perception of those films. But I think it should be a fun time. What about you guys?
I'm with you on that. I'm definitely going to see both of these day one. The Civil War, you're right. It might have a little issues with public perception. I think more people are going to see Challengers because Zendaya's in it. But I don't know. I think Civil War is going to be a better movie than Challengers, personally.
Probably.
I just like everything that's going on within the trailer. I love Alex Garland. I know he can be a hit and miss for most people, but for me, I love him. So I'm all in with Civil War day one for sure, and just because I'm in love with Zendaya, I'm there day one with Challengers as well.
I loved Ex Machina, loved Annihilation, and Hot Take. The movie Men was great in my opinion. I love Alex Garland, love his style, and I know this is going to be something with a message behind it as well. And I'm with you guys. I wonder how the public's going to react. There's already been some reactions to Texas and California. Let's just remember, y'all, this is a fictional movie now. And I'm just interested to see what he does with this material, because it can get a little messy now. And people are already like, oh, a UK director doing a US film. But remember, guys, it's fiction.
I'm with you. I think previous filmography has been great. I disagree with Men, but again, like, out of everything else, I love Ex Machina.
28 days later, or is it 28 weeks later? Which one was it?
Days. 28 days later.
Days. Yeah,
I think it was days. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm interested. I'm intrigued, I should say. We're getting to the point of the calendar where we're getting less and less trailers, or we're in teaser trailer territory because we're like months away. So once I see more from these, I'm sure I'll be a little bit more excited. Same with Challengers. Like, Challengers is, I'm going to see it. I'm interested from the teaser we got, but I would definitely like another trailer to try and get another a better feel for what that movie's supposed to be about.
Yeah, it could have like a Bottoms type vibe, but I don't know. Sounds kind of like a good movie. Like, it sounds like a good movie, and hey, you put Zendaya in anything, I'm interested.
Zendaya's so far, I think she has a pretty good agent and like a pretty good eye for talent. So like, if she's in the movie, I feel like the movie will probably be good. Some actors I don't have that much faith in, because like, they're just in anything. Looking at you, Aquafina.
Oh wait,
Unsung Hero comes out the 26th of April, rounding out that month. Going into May, though, first movie isn't until May 10th. We have Horoscope and My Ex-Friend's Wedding.
Who?
Exactly. So May 24th, we have the Furiosa prequel, a Mad Max saga. George Miller's back in the director's chair, giving us that long-awaited Furiosa prequel starring Anya Taylor-Joy. It's gonna be interesting. I like the trailer that we got for it, the teaser. I'm surprised it took this long for this movie to get made. Didn't this go in development like right after Fury Road, like 2015?
Was it that soon after?
I think it was
I thought it was like 2019-ish.
Felt like it was way longer than that. But granted, you said 2019, a pandemic happened, and that screwed it my entire sense of time. So that makes sense.
It does feel like a long time ago.
No, it could have. I thought they finished the script during that time. I'm pretty sure they finished the script before the pandemic, so it had to be earlier than that.
Did
Gotcha.
they?
Regardless, the teaser looks pretty fun.
I think so.
Are you guys still interested in the Mad Max universe at all? Like all this time later?
Yes, 100%. I've seen a lot of people online talk about a lot about how it still looks unfinished,
Mm-hmm.
which is still in post production, so they still have a lot more work to do within this film. So I can cut them some slack, especially since it's still a teaser trailer. It gave me what I wanted to get from a Mad Max type of movie. It's bombastic, crazy. I love the color design. The sound design is amazing as always from a Mad Max film. So I'm all in for this one. There's going to be another big blockbuster hit. 2024 is coming. It's coming with some heat. It's coming with some heat with Mad Max and Dune. It's gonna be a crazy year.
For sure, for sure. Leo, I know this movie already has your money because of the lead actress, but tell us your thoughts anyway on Furiosa.
Yes, I will absolutely be there because of Anya Taylor-Joy and because of this movie. I mean, I loved Fury Road. You've got George Miller returning again. Now, you guys were right. I actually just looked it up, and yeah, George Miller was conducting interviews over Skype in 2015. So yeah, that's going a ways back, man. But yeah,
Man took his sweet old time.
sweet old time, bro.
I mean, he old man. He can take as much time as he
And
can.
hasn't he had
respect
some
that.
films in between? I mean, 3,000 Years of Longing, that's it. But either way, yeah, this looks great for all the reasons AJ said. It looks action-packed. The action looks awesome. I think the visuals aren't that bad. Like, I don't think they look as bad as some were saying. I don't know. But I do like the color.
They
palette
look like they
and
need
It
another.
definitely need. You can tell.
They look like they need another month.
You can tell
honestly,
that
to
definitely
me,
needs
but
more
that-
work. But
they
yeah.
have the time.
Yeah, it didn't look like just crash and burn bad, but I think it looks interesting. I'm super excited for this, man.
It's got some competition though. Coming out that same day, May 24th, we have the Garfield movie. Chris Pratt voicing Garfield, the world famous Monday hating, lasagna loving indoor cat. I'm not reading the
Wait, is
synopsis
this
for
the
this.
animated
Yes.
one or a live action?
No, this is not
It's
live
animated.
action.
Thank
Oh,
God.
hey, Leo, hold on. Don't knock on the live action. I love the live action version of it. I love it. I love it. Don't knock
You
on the
sure
live
do,
action
sir.
Garfield.
You got it. Did you guys see the teaser for this? I assume AJ didn't. You didn't even know this was animated.
No,
I saw
didn't.
the teaser. Yeah, it looks. I'm gonna skip, y'all. Like, I'll wait for streaming. It looks just boring, flat. I don't know. Chris Pratt is okay in the role, I think. Nothing I'm rushing to the theater to see. Meh. I'll skip.
Skip it is. Well, that's not all. Coming out the same day as Furiosa and the Garfield movie, May 24th, we have Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Director Wes Ball
Sir.
breathes new life into the global epic franchise set 300 years following Caesar's reign. I love that already. One thing I say about these big tentpole sequels is that I feel like they take place too close in the timeline of the original, so it gets a little messy. Like, for example, Avatar: The Last Airbender, I would prefer it if Korra was 100, 200 years in the future, not 60 years in the future. Same with Star
feel that.
Wars. I would love to go way beyond the Skywalkers, Luke specifically with the sequel trilogy, keeping it like 40 years in the future got a little messy to me. So I appreciate that they're going 300 years later,
Yeah.
showing us the future of that timeline.
Yep.
I'm excited. What about you guys?
Yeah, the 300-year padding is great. Yeah, AJ over there talking about Dune. I don't know, man. This Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, bro. This and Furious.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought this was coming out in 2025. I might have to change my
I'm like,
answer.
this is. I love that franchise so much, man. Like honestly, Rise, Dawn, and War, so good, man.
Yeah.
I'm a little like I saw West Ball and I was like, I don't know, man. I don't like them Rays
Yeah.
running movies that much. But I love the material that we've seen with the Planet of the Apes franchise. And I mean, if it's anything close to that, then awesome. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And that visually looks stunning. I mean, it looks gorgeous cinematography. I definitely like the new designs of the apes and how things do look and feel futuristic. Love that vibe, man.
I'm with you there. West Ball, I'm rooting for you, but it scares me a little bit because Matt Reeves is not involved
Yeah.
whatsoever. And he made that last trilogy
So good.
really great. Well, the last two movies at least. I don't think he was involved in the first one.
Oh no! Hold on. Third one was great as well.
No, but he
Third
wasn't involved
one-
with the first one in the trilogy. Is my point.
Yeah.
No.
That third one's great though. You right.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. So I'm a little scared to see a little nervous, I should say, how the new direction goes. Completely new creative team. But I'm willing to give him a chance. That teaser looks great. Like you said, visually it looks fantastic. AJ, what are your thoughts?
I'm excited. One of the hallmarks of these ape movies is the visual effects, and from what we've seen right now, does not disappoint. The visual effects looks amazing, looks stunning, as Leo said. I'm gonna be a little bit more lenient. That is Westball, just because all I've seen him at least is the Maze Runner movies, and that's all he's done. So he could have grown from those movies, especially since the last one was like in what 2018. So he, as a director, he could have grown and learned and so much and so forth. So I'm gonna cut him a little bit more slack.
That's fair.
So there's that. But yeah, like Leo, what you said, movie looks beautiful. That trailer looks amazing. The premise of this movie, great. I love the padding of the timeline. Hopefully, Lucasfilm can learn from this and and give us something that's like far away from the Skywalker saga.
Long ago in a galaxy far, far away, right?
Yeah. We're not gonna get into that.
Oh,
But
we
yeah,
gotta
I'm
talk about
excited.
the
I'm
score
excited for
too.
Kingdom.
That score sounds phenomenal.
Oh yes.
Who
yes,
is that?
It's
Let me look that up,
Hmm.
man.
Score? Hold on, let me see.
John Paisano. He's done Daredevil. He did the Maze Runner. Oh, Miles Morales, the game.
The video game?
Yeah, he did Spider-Man.
That's a good score too.
Okay, did all of them: Spider-Man 2, Miles Morales, and Spider-Man.
that's what they really need to do is bring in like video game composers, because a lot of them
He's
they are
done like a lot of film
And they
as
should,
well,
like-
though. Like he did Ben
Yeah.
10, Secret of the Omnitrix, Maze Runner. He did the Maze Runner ones. All Eyes on Me. Oh my.
He's
Charmed. He did
he's
a
got
lot.
talent,
Yeah.
man. He's been in the game for a while. I respect it.
Hey man, that original Charm, it's not the original, it's that 2019, man. Not good.
So close. I'm excited for this one though. I'm willing to give it a shot. It's always cool to see a new director step in and take over a franchise and where they go with it. That kind of leads us into June though, because we have the Ballerina, June 7th. We're reaching territory where we don't have any trailers to go off of, but we know that this is in the John Wick universe, starring Ana de Armas. Apparently, Keanu Reeves makes an appearance. He's listed in the cast list here. I'm not sure about that, but I'm here for more John Wick. Why not? Let's go.
I am too.
Ballerina. I can't wait, man. So here's the issue I'm having though. No Chad Stahelski.
Okay.
It's Lynn Weissman, who, as we know, did the Total Recall reboot, Underworld, Blood
Ooh.
Wars. He did Underworld Awakening as well, and The Rise of the Lycans. I think he did the whole Underworld series. So Underworld and Total Recall. The first Underworlds were really good, especially the first one. Evolution was a lot of fun. I even like Rise of the Lycans, but Awakening and Blood Wars, poof, not great. So without Chad Stahelski, I'm like maybe a little nervous. But I mean, listen, got Ana de Armas. Keanu Reeves is appearing in some kind of way. I'm sure Angelica Houston's going to be great in it. She's phenomenal. So it sounds like it could be shaping up to be great. But this is between chapters 3 and 4. So I wonder where this story will continue after this. Is it going to be after 4, or is this a one and done? I wonder what they're going to do with this universe.
Yeah.
AJ, did you like the show?
Yeah, a lot of I think for a lot of people wasn't really a fan of it because it wasn't by the same people that did John Wick. But for me, I think they did a good job with like connecting everything, even though it was more focused into the past. Um, but yeah, I had a good time with it. The action is great, so I don't think you all have to worry about the action with the John Wick franchise because I think it's still by the same people who worked on the choreography and stuff like that. So I don't think the action has to deal with it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Stahelski is
Yeah.
producing.
Stahelski's producing. Shay Hatton, who wrote John Wick 3, wrote a treatment, and that treatment was also reworked with Emerald Fennel. So,
Oh, cool.
there's enough people involved in this that I think will be okay. Even if you're a little bit nervous about Lynn Weisman's direction, I think the support system that is there
Mhm.
to make sure this movie's still
Also, I want to
successful.
point out that his last movie was like in what 2013, 2012. So
Lynn
yeah.
Weissman? No. His last movie was Underworld Blood Wars in 2016.
Oh, still, it's been a while.
Did he direct that? Or was he on Total Recall? I know he did Total Recall.
Total Recall was in
Did he direct the
2012.
last Underworld? Maybe not.
We are going to go to
But
IMDb. Do not fail
regardless,
me
with
now,
his
IMDb.
filmography,
No, he didn't. My bad, y'all. He didn't do Blood
but
Wars. He produced.
The last thing he did was Swamp Thing. by
no,
the way.
that's
2
TV
episodes of
related.
Swamp.
But we're talking about just movies. So
Who?
I know. I'm just saying, like the last thing he did
yeah.
was Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing was amazing, by the way.
It actually was, yeah. So hold on.
I'm still
That's all right.
disappointed. I'm still disappointed that thing got canceled. It was one of the best DC things they ever put out. So there's that. But going back to Liam Wiseman.
Ballerina.
His last known movie has been like a decade ago. So I think as a director, he's grown, especially since he's done stuff like Lucifer. Sleepy Hollow was really good. That was in 2013. Swamp Thing, like I just said, amazing. But he only did 2 episodes of that. So, just like with the Planet of the Apes, I could still gotta give him the benefit of the doubt. Hopefully,
Also,
go on.
no, go ahead, my bad.
No, you're good. You're good.
Lance Reddick, his last appearance here is in this movie.
Oof.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's in it as Charon. So this will be his last appearance. It seems like it's gonna be well connected. Like John Wick, the action franchise has just really redefined action cinema, man.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
All the movies get better and better. So I don't think that Lionsgate or anybody would want anything but the best. So I think that he was the best fit for what they have. I just hope he is the right fit for everybody else that loves this franchise. I think Lionsgate chose the best person. So hopefully it was.
In June again. We're in June, so 6 months away. Coming out the same day though, we have The Watchers. Not too much on this movie, but this is the directorial debut of Ashana Shyamalan, M. Night's daughter.
Oh,
So
okay.
that'll be interesting to see. Again, not too much information, so we're not going to spend much time on there. But I did
Is
think
this
that
a
was worth
horror
mentioning
movie?
because
It
she
is a
has
horror
been.
movie. Okay.
Yes, it's a horror movie. So she's been working with M. Night Shyamalan on his last few projects for a while now. So it'll be interesting to see her in the director's chair come June. That following week, though, the 14th, we've got two movies: Bad Boys 4, Inside Out 2. I have never seen a Bad Boys movie, so you guys take the lead here.
What?
I'm gonna fix
My
it by the
God.
time this one comes out. I promise.
Come
That's
on now.
crazy. Come on,
One of the
You've
blind
never seen
spots
a Bad
happens. I
Boys.
don't know. I don't know how it happened, man. It makes no
What?
sense. When I look at when they came out and I look at the cast, it's like, how did I never watch this movie? I don't
You're
know.
in for a treat. That's all I have to say. You're in for a treat.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
are, man.
I don't really think we need an Inside Out 2. I think the first one was perfect as it was, but then again, I said the same thing for Toy Story 4, and I ended up loving Toy Story 4. So there's that. But Bad Boys for Life, I can't get tired of that. I just love that franchise. All my heart. It's so fun, goofy, awesome. I just love it. So I can't wait for Bad Boys 4.
I wish Bad Boys 3 wasn't named Bad Boys for Life because it would have been great to name this
Yes,
Bad Boys
I
for
agree with
Life.
that. Yeah.
Like, come on,
I
man.
don't
The
think.
title's
Hold on,
right there.
in regards to that, I don't think they were thinking about Bad Boys 4 at all. I think that
Yeah, I mean, that's true. You're right. There wasn't no Bad Boys 3 did so well that
Mhm.
it put 4 on the table. So I get it, but yeah, Bad Boys 4 I'm super excited for. The third movie was so funny, bro. Like it was funny, it was fun, it was great to see Will Smith and Martin Lawrence back again. They have such a great dynamic chemistry together. Inside Out 2 looks awesome.
Yeah.
You know, getting a new emotion, anxiety, which I think is a good addition to an older person.
Yeah.
And then I'm excited to see what other emotions we get. I'm sad we couldn't get Bill Hader back. Who else isn't coming back? Mindy Kaling's not coming back. A little unfortunate, but we getting Amy Poehler back. Who else is coming back?
Classic.
Somebody else was coming back too. I'm excited for
I
this one.
think it's just about everyone except for Kaling and Hader, if
And
I'm not
Hader,
mistaken.
yeah, I think everybody else is coming back. So cool, man.
Yeah.
Listen, bring it back. Like Pixar. Let's see, what was the last movie that came out? Elemental? I mess with that Elemental. Y'all.
Yeah,
I
I
really
think
like
so.
Elemental. Like
Elemental's
Elemental
great.
made me think, okay, Pixar, we're back. Forget Lightyear. Turner Web was great. Luca,
Yeah.
But I got to Elemental and I was like, this is Pixar, y'all.
Elemental and Soul for me, because those are original movies. We've had a lot of sequels. Turning Red too, of course. Like, I think the thing is Pixar never really went away. They just stopped being theatrical, and that kind of broke the flow of it a little bit. Because Soul, Turning Red, I think are great movies, but those went straight to Disney Plus because of the pandemic. So Disney also announced that they're releasing those films theatrically this year, so that's exciting as well. But yeah, I think I think Inside Out 2 is going to be really good. Like you said, Leo, adding new emotions, I think is a really fascinating idea because, yeah, the older you get, the more complex you become. So introducing new emotions for Riley, especially at that age she is, I think she is like hitting puberty in the second movie. So I think that's a great natural progression, especially if they have a story to tell, because much like AJ, they could have just made the first one and I would have been happy with it. But if they're going back to this, hopefully it is a Toy Story situation where it's like, we have one more story we want to tell in this series and it'll be worth it. Same with Bad Boys. And the week after with A Quiet Place, day one. This is a prequel to the A Quiet Place franchise. John Krasinski's not in the director's chair, but he is producing this movie, co-writer of this film. I'm excited for this. I love A Quiet Place. Again, I'm not a huge horror guy, but I do love those films. So going back to that universe is going to be really, really cool. I don't know if I need a prequel, though. That's kind of my thing. Like a spinoff, sure. A prequel, eh.
Didn't we get like
I don't know.
a prequel-ish with the second one? Like,
yeah, the second one had like a flashback scene that was set before.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my fill.
It is what it is, I guess.
I really like A Quiet Place. The first two films are really, really good. I loved what the first one did. Pretty much just something unique for horror, you know, stripping, not being able to communicate verbally. I like that. I think that's a really cool concept, and I really liked what they did with the sequel. I want to know what exactly this prequel is going to do here, because is it going to show us like where these monsters came from? I don't know. Like, what do you really do here? Do we follow how they got here? Is that what they're doing?
I think that might be the only route to go at this point, because like AJ said, A Quiet Place Part 2 does like give us a day, right? It gives us that first day of that attack.
Of that specific area.
So I don't know what more you can do. Yeah.
I don't. I'm excited because I do like the director, Michael Sarnowski, who also did Pig. So there's that. But yeah, I don't understand why you need to do a prequel. I guess they didn't have any ideas to move forward with the franchise from the second one, I guess. And they just decided to go back even further.
I mean, A Quiet Place 3 is still happening.
Oh, this isn't A Quiet Place 3?
Nope.
Oh,
nope.
damn.
Prequel.
So they got ideas. Maybe too many ideas.
Enough,
we'll find out.
I guess I can't complain then. Never mind.
I thought Pig was kind of overrated.
I said it was good. I didn't say it was amazing. I said it was good.
No, go ahead, bro.
No.
Go ahead. You like that Pig?
Personally, I'm gonna get some hate for this. I'm not a fan of Nicolas Cage. He does too much.
Bro.
I'm not a fan of him.
Pause.
Yo.
Okay, yeah, pause.
Those are fighting words right there. Come on, man.
I think after like Ghost Rider, my brain just like turned off from him. I was like, yeah, I can't do it no more. I can't do it no more with his acting. I'm like, yeah, I'm done.
That was a long time ago.
But my brain
Ghost Rider was like 2010, right?
Cannot get over it. And I saw
09, I thought. 08.
And I did saw the other movie. I think it was like Wonderland something. I can't remember the name of the movie.
Willy's Wonderland.
Yeah, and I did not like that either. I'm like, it's just something about his acting style that I can't vibe with. I think it's just.
But you liked Pig?
Tragic.
Huh?
But you liked Pig?
I liked the movie. Yes, I did.
A lot of people like Pig, so it's no problem. Bacon is the best. But anyway, A Quiet Place Day One.
Oink.
Joseph Quinn, Alex Wolff, Lupita Nyong'o, Deej Manhan. So, hell of a cast.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think this could be a fun little kind of one-off scenario that can just kind of live on its own, really. But of course,
Hansu was in the previous movie, right? So are we following his character?
Yep.
Okay. Interesting.
This
so we already have a through line.
More like a 0.5 from the first one. Okay, I got you. It's not a 3, but it's like it's in between.
Yeah, no.
It's like a 0, and then you get Quiet Place 1. I got you. Okay.
A Quiet Place 0, like JJKO. Gotcha.